Steelers and Bengals, baby. We still got a little bit of time until this game kicks off. The Bengals are coming into this game at a 6.5-point favorite. Now, I know you like the Bengals. You know I'm from Pittsburgh. We're going back and forth on this one a lot. I think we're going to have similar opinions on this game, though, unfortunately. So go ahead. Tell me what you got. Hey, everyone. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications so that you don't miss any of our free content.
Well, the only thing I thought, as the preseason went on was Kenny Pickett going to be good enough to start? Because as impressive as any rookie quarterback I've seen in preseason in a very, very long time, but still didn't win the job. I think he'll probably maybe even get in a couple of possessions in this one, but Mitch Trubisky did get to win the job. I think the Steelers need to go back to old Pittsburgh ways. Run the ball, win with defense, and running the ball, especially if you're going to say Trubisky's going to be your starting quarterback. And I think that means this is going to be a much lower scoring game. A lot of people think overs with this Bengals team because, let's be honest, they're going to be one of the more talented offenses in the NFL. They have weapons everywhere. But I think you can get a little enamored early in the years with these offenses. And just remember, a lot of times special teams isn't necessarily great. You can have missed field goals, mixed extra points. You have a lot of penalties usually in week one, and it leans to a lot more unders than you would think. So I'm thinking under in this game. Now, both of us, you like the Steelers, I like the Bengals. No secrets there. Both of us, I think, would say, though, in our history, no matter what, it's like throw the records out. These are rivals. You throw the records out. I would be shocked if this is a get out of the hand type of game. I think even if the Bengals would cover, say they win by 7, I think it's going to be right down to the wire where Steelers have a chance to cover late. So if I would be playing the side, definitely thinking you take the points with the Steelers. I just think Mike Tomlin, as much as I've hated the Steelers in my life, there is no better coach outside of Bill Belichick that I would want if I was picking a franchise to run and I think week one, this is a dangerous spot for the Bengals. I think Steelers are going to be better than people think too. There were definitely an over selection for me on the win total. So let's take the better play on the under for the points. But if you are playing the side, Hannah, I'm with you and your Steelers.
Okay. We had differing opinions on this. The same for the under. The reason being, because I think the Steelers are in a bit of an identity crisis on offense at the moment. We don't know, which quarterback is the favorite. Obviously, they're saying Mitch Trubisky, but do people prefer Kenny Pickett? Steeler fans sure do. The offensive line is terrifying at the moment. So regardless of anything that happens, Najee Harris could have a fantastic year if this offensive line helps them out. That's why I think they're going to have the under, because the Steelers on converting on third down and their red zone conversions as well, especially against the Lions, they could not do anything and they relied a lot on Boswell. So I think taking the under is smart, because I think the Steelers are going to be that team, at least in the first game while their offense is still working out some kinks. They're going to rely on Boswell, which is why I like the under. I kind of am swayed a little bit with taking the points with the Steelers, because you're right, Mike Tomlin is just elite when it comes to finding a way. Yep. But the reason I liked taking the points with the Bengals was only because of this identity crisis that the Steelers are in, and the fact that the games last year did not fare at all well in the Steelers' favor, and they had an elite defense still when those games were there. So we could be a little
but you also have
go with the under.
You also have the defensive player of the year. Yes. Defensive player of the year, Watt. If you would have told me Watt was going to be better at his brother at any point of his career, I'd be like, you are off your rocker. Not only is he better than his brother, he's better than his brother when his brother was at his prime. That's how good he's been, how dominant he's been. The last preseason game, he was wrecking the Lions. He was only in there for, I think, 2 possessions, but still. I think this defense of the Steelers, they weren't great last year. They're going to be much better.
100%, especially in the secondary, the area that's going to need to guard some Jamar Chase out there. So let's hope that can happen. But I do agree. We both agreed that the better bet in this game is the under. So may the best man win, Craig Trapp. But if you want more of Craig's bets, you can always get the best by going to picksandparlays.net, using promo code NFL, and saving 20% off the entire site. Thank you so much for your picks, Craig. It's always a pleasure having you here.